Let me guess, you haven't started your business yet. These are excuses you need to stop making. Hey guys, welcome back to Confessions of a Girl Boss. My name is Chrissy and I'm here to give you the confidence and the tools you need to launch your online business and thrive. Today we are kicking excuses to the curb and I am telling you why you need to stop telling yourself these 5 things and stopping yourself from starting your business. When it comes to anything in life, our mind is really our own worst enemy, and we could be caught in a vicious circle of giving excuse after excuse after excuse as to why we can't start something, why we can't achieve something, why we won't actually do the damn thing that we're trying to do. Trust me, I've been there. This happens for business. This happens for YouTube videos. This happens for Instagram. This happens for laundry. But it's time to kick excuses to the curb and get out of your head. Before we get into the meat of this video, if you haven't already, be sure to hit that red button down below and subscribe. I make new videos every week all about turning your passion into your business. And while you're down there, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and leave me a comment and let me know what excuse you are kicking to the curb this week. So let's go through the 5 excuses that I hear the most often and why you need to just stop right now. Excuse number 1, I don't have time. This is the biggest one I think that I've heard everybody talk about, and it's that we don't have time. So I want you to do something for a second. I want you to pause this video. Press play when you're done with this. But pause this video and go to your phone and take a look at your screen time. If you don't know where it is, it's in the settings app of your iPhone. If you don't have an iPhone, I'm not sure where it is, but I want you to take a look at your screen time and take a look at how often you are scrolling through your phone. I think if you haven't looked at this already and it's not something that's already on your radar, you will be shocked by how much time you spend scrolling on Facebook or Instagram or even on YouTube. And when you look at that number, think of how you could actually use that time beneficially to reach your goals in your business. Trust me, I have been there. I have a toddler. I have a part-time job. I'm also 35 weeks pregnant. The I don't have time excuse comes into my head all the time. But I really have to tell myself that I'm just making an excuse and there's always time to be had, especially when you're starting a new business. Of course, you're going to have to make sacrifices. Maybe you're not going to have as much time to spend scrolling on your phone, or maybe you're not going to have as much time to binge watch Netflix or watch movies when your kids go to bed. There is always time to be had. Maybe you're going to have to get up an hour or 2 earlier, go to bed an hour or 2 later at night. There are always pockets of time that you can use productively and you might not even realize it. So I want you to stop saying you don't have time, and I want you to start looking at your day and thinking, where can I add time? Number 2, I don't know where to start. And this is another one that is kind of mind-blowing to me because we live in a world right now where literally you have so much information at your fingertips. Whether it's YouTube channels like mine that teach you how to do things on a weekly basis, whether it's blog posts, whether it's news articles, whether it's something like Skillshare where you can take a class. Maybe it's a course you invest in from an expert in your niche that's going to teach you how to do what you want to do. There's always a place to learn where to start and to learn what the next step is. Even if it isn't 100% related to your niche, you can absolutely adapt things that you learn online to your specific niche. Excuse number 3 is it's too expensive. And obviously this isn't one that I can just say, stop making that excuse because I don't know your personal financial situation. But I do know that anything that you want in life, especially in business, is going to have some upfront costs involved. And if you really, truly want it, take a look and see if you could save up for a few months to get there, to be able to launch that business, to buy those startup supplies. If I'm giving you a personal example, there is a course that I have my eye on that I plan to buy in the future, but it's pretty expensive. And I know that it'll be so valuable to me, but I also know I don't want to put that on a credit card. So I'm saving up for it and buying it in a few months. Would it benefit me now to do it now? Probably. But I know that I don't want to get myself into that situation and that financial rut. So take a look at your finances and see what areas in your life you can cut. Can you cut your daily coffee or Starbucks in order to save up for, say, that silhouette machine or that printer that you need to start up your business? If you aren't already in a budgeting mindset, I would say there are areas of your budget that you can cut. Obviously, this is a sensitive topic, so I can't blatantly say that for everybody, but take a look at it. And if that is an excuse that you're trying to get over, maybe that will help. Number 4 is I won't be good at it. And this is one that honestly, you just have to get it out of your own head about, because anyone who's ever started anything in life started from the bottom, and they had to learn and practice and keep perfecting their craft to become an expert in their field. So don't compare yourself. And I've talked about this before, but don't compare yourself to somebody's chapter 10 when you're on chapter 1. Another way that I like to think about it is, if I don't start what I'm putting off, obviously, I won't be good at it in 6 months because I wouldn't have started it. But think about where you could be in 6 months if you start and you fail and you keep getting back up and trying again and you keep perfecting that craft that you've been putting off for so long. Think about where you could be and what you could accomplish. But as well, one thing that really helps you get over that fear of not being good at something is seeing other people enjoying the content that you're putting out or enjoying the products that you're creating, and realizing that, like, actually I am really good at this and people actually like this. But you'll never know that unless you start. And number 5 is I am embarrassed. And this is one that all of these excuses get to me, but this one really, really gets to me, because this is allowing other people's opinions to get into your head and to influence your life. And I have been there so many times in my life when people's opinions have gotten to me and I've stopped doing what I love, or I've put off doing something that I really wanted to do, and it's just not worth it. I mean, it's your life to live and your decisions to make, and don't let other people's opinions get in your way. If you are embarrassed by it, maybe don't tell everybody in your life what you're doing until you're more confident about it. I mean, I've always been one to kind of shout everything from the rooftops when I start it, because I just have gotten to a point in my life where I just don't really care what people think. But if that's not where you're at, maybe just keep it to yourself for a while and do your thing until you're more confident in what you're doing. But there's absolutely no reason to let haters from the outside dictate how you live your life and the decisions that you make. So if you are combating any of these 5 excuses and you really can't get out of your own head, I highly suggest doing some personal development. This is something that I learned like way back in my Beachbody coaching days, which I kind of hate, but I did learn it and I do still implement it to this day. So if you are struggling, take 10, 15 minutes a day, read an inspirational book, listen to a motivational podcast, watch an inspirational, motivational YouTube video, read a business book that's going to set you on fire, and go from there. I think you'll be really surprised by how beneficial this is for your mindset. So definitely don't take that for granted. And if you're looking for recommendations on books that I love, I always have my favorite personal development books linked in the description box. So definitely go check them out. If you haven't read one, try it out and you'll be really surprised by the mindset shift. So that is it for this video. I hope it was helpful. If it was, leave me a comment down below and let me know what excuse you are kicking to the curb today. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that red button down below and subscribe, or you can hit my face right here so you can subscribe to my channel. And if you want to keep on learning, be sure to check out those 2 videos to my left and you can do just that. So I hope you have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. I don't know what I was doing with my finger just there. Okay, bye.